Alright guys, so today we're looking at the duck and roll to avoid a hook as opposed to slipping to avoid a straight punch. So, start off just like you would when you're setting up to do slipping. You're getting your basic stance, get yourself nice and loose. Now when you slip, you're just transferring your weight from side to side, moving your head off the centre, as was discussed in the last video. When you duck and roll, what you're doing is you're lowering your body with your legs and still moving. So when you duck to the left, you duck down and rotate your shoulders, putting your left shoulder back. When you duck and roll to the right, you reverse the process. You're ducking down, rotating your body. Again, what you're looking to do is duck under a punch that's aimed at your head, so you're looking at hooks to the head. Yeah. Again, you're turning your body so that you're ready to either come back with a counter or spin away later. Again, from the side, looks just like this. So again, if you're ducking to the left, you lower your weight, rotate your shoulders, come back up. Coming to the right, you reverse it. Again, transferring that weight when you go to the left foot, when you go to the right foot. Turning your hips so they're facing from 180 degrees one way, 180 degrees the other. Okay, so now again, once you've duck and rolled to the left, you're looking to come back with a punch. So if you duck and roll to the left, a left hook, a jab, or my preference is always to come back in with the hook because you're set up with it, you've pulled your body back. When you duck and roll to the right, then you're set up to step in straight right. Again, duck and roll to the right, shoulder comes back, you can then step back in, rotate into that, or you can come in with an overhand right, like that. Coming through, stepping in, overhand right to your opponent. So usually you'll use it at the end of a combination. So I finish on a left hook, I'll then duck and roll to avoid my opponent's punch, which is either going to come to my ribs or to my head, likely to be a right hand. So as I duck and roll, I cover my ribs with my elbow, I'm avoiding anything to the head, and I can then come back in with a left hook and right hand. If I finish on my right hand, again, I'm coming back out and I'm ready to punch in with a straight right. Same thing. Duck and roll, punch with the right hand. Now when I finish in that right hand position, where am I vulnerable? I'm vulnerable to the ribs and also to anything coming over the top of my right hand. So if I duck and roll backwards, my elbow covers my rib, I drop under the hook. You can also use the duck and roll to escape. So after my combination, finishing my left hand, I'll duck and roll to my left and then spin out. So rotating my body 90 degrees coming off the front foot. So again, I'll throw my combination, finish on my left hand, duck and roll to avoid a punch or a counter, and then spin and step away from the opponent. Same thing happens on the right, so if I finish a combination on my right hand, I'll duck and roll to my right. As I do that, I'll take a step back with my right foot 45 degrees, and then I can circle away and out of the range of any counters from my opponent. So from the side, same thing. I'm going to start with move to the left, so you finish a combination with your left hand, duck and roll to the left, then pivot off the ball of your front foot 90 degrees and you're ready to move away, changing that angle. Pivot and dance away. Again, if you do it on your right, finish on the right hand, duck and roll, and as you duck and roll back to the right, your right foot steps back 45 degrees and you circle around to your right. Again, view from the other side, just so you can see it where you're going. Right hand finishes, duck and roll back, dance away. Once you've got the movement down, it's a good idea to just put it together as a continuous movement drill. So all you're doing is throwing combinations, moving away to the left and to the right at the end of it. So you throw a combination, under, spin, come away, come back to your start point, throw a combination, move out the other way. Get your feet moving, get yourself nice and light, and it's just again another thing to add to your warm-up. It's good shadow boxing before you do a bag workout, pad workout, or before you do any sparring, just to get your feet, your head, your hands moving. So once you've finished throwing a combination, you don't stand there, which is where you're going to get punched in the head. As soon as you've finished throwing a punch, or your combination of punches, then you're going to move out of the way either with a duck and a roll or a slip, and then get out of there.